Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Urban Gardener. We're going to try something just a little bit different today. I've got a few things I got to get done in the gardens. I got to clear out these greenhouses. We got to sow up some seeds. It's a really nice day here in Oregon, and I want to take advantage of the weather. I thought I'd take you guys along with me. I'll do a little bit of a vlog here. We'll sow some seeds and talk about all this kind of nice weather we're getting here in Oregon and California and all that, while the rest of you guys are out there still dealing with some winter time. Come on, George. So we got one of the greenhouses here all cleaned up and cleared out. Only problem I got is this cheap plastic on these things. It's just really took only a couple of seasons for it to tear away the zipper that holds basically what is the front door of it together, but we probably won't need to close it up anyways. We'll just keep it open. Clearing that out made me think of something else though. Over the years, we gardeners sure do collect a lot of plastic and buying all of our different plants and starts and all of that, or seeding our own starts with our 6-packs and things. All of this sort of stuff. We sure collect a lot of that stuff for over the years. So try to reuse as much of it as possible, but it is one of the reasons why I'm trying those soil blocks out. So hopefully I can reduce my use of those plastics when starting my seeds. Alright, let's talk about the weather for a moment. Look how beautiful it is. I mean, it's really nice here in Southern Oregon. I've lived here in Southern Oregon about 10 years. And each of the Februaries and early Marches that we get here, there's always a little bit of this nice sunshine, kind of like a pre-spring, a little bit of letting you know what's up and coming, what to look forward to. But each year it's kind of been getting just a little bit different here. And the one thing is I've noticed a lot is a lot of the lack of rain and snow during the winter time. Each of the last 4 or 5 years it's become less and less, and this year we didn't really see any snowfall at all. Maybe saw just one day where there was a little bit coming down, but it all melted by the time it landed on the ground, and that was maybe for just an hour or so. Right, in the back carport here, we've got one of our other greenhouses, more of a horizontal type greenhouse there with some openings on the top and on the side there. I'm going to get this all cleared out here so that we can get to that. Put some of our seedlings in there as we get them started. These are our 5-gallon water wicking buckets here. And I built out this kind of wood box to kind of hold them, keep them up off of the ground. And we're going to move these out of here and get them back in that area there towards the back alleyway there. That's where we'll have our pepper garden. So alright, now all I gotta do is move this big beast here. Ought to be quite the project for just one person, but we'll get that done here in a second. I just want to kind of talk about a little bit more about the concern I have with not seeing any snow this year. As many people know about what's been going on over the last several years here on the West Coast is we've had some really, really dry summers and had some really crazy wildfires. And it's been something that as it's been bearing on us every single year and the things that we've had to deal with, it becomes more and more of a worry every single year, especially when you're not seeing the type of snowfall and the things that you want to see in order to hope that your summer's going to be a little bit on the wetter side in your forests and all of that, so maybe we can have a more hopeful year this year. But again, I haven't seen any snow, so I don't know what we're going to expect. There we go. All cleaned up. Got our greenhouse all ready and accessible so that we can start putting in our seeds. Really good spot for them too. Like our other greenhouse, it gets a lot of really great sun all day long. So for us here on the West Coast, it's really concerning when we're dealing with these really dry winters here. It's really concerning because the last several years, as I said, have been really hard for us here on the West Coast. A couple years back we had the Paradise Fire, and the year before that the fire in Santa Rosa. Santa Rosa wiped out whole neighborhoods, whereas the Paradise Fire wiped out a whole town. And then for us this last year, and I'm going to put an iCard up above and a link down in the description for a video I made on a vlog channel I did last summer about when the fires were hitting really close to home. And if you check out that video that I'm talking about that I did last summer, it was right back up here. You would notice a lot of the different smoke that was billowing up over my neighborhood as we had the Alameda fire bearing down on us. And that kind of changed the scale for a lot of us here where I live, because we were only experiencing those fires kind of, you know, as neighbors of ours. These fires last year were literally bearing down on my neighborhood. And not only are the fires really, really bad, they also bring a ton of smoke, and smoke that we have to deal with for months. For months over the last several summers, we've been dealing with weeks and weeks and weeks of smoke every single summer. So, you know, masks, we've been used to those around here for a while. There we are. We've set up a few trays here, some soil blocks for our different cold weather crops that we're gonna get started up today. You can see with the soil blocks here too, they take a bit of practice. This is the first tray here. A lot of them just kind of not formed all that well, kind of broken a little bit, but as you see here as we got going along, it started getting better there. just takes a little bit of practice, get them to form right. So hopefully these work out really well for us here. Let's get to seeding some of our seeds. There we are. Got ourselves our first tray all sowed out with our seeds. And just to show you here, I showed this on one of our live streams. I'm using this different method here for labeling. Here I'm just putting a marker up in the top left hand corner of the tray, and no other markers. It's because we're using a chart. So up here, upper left hand corner, tray 1, and we're using number system for each of our spaces. We just put the variety that we're growing, put a number next to it. We know that whatever seed pops up, corresponding with that number, will be the variety that we grew. So there we go. We've got a lot of our seeds all sown up. Got our first batch here started. I've got several more that I'm going to be working on over the next few days or so. And then next week, we'll probably do a whole nother batch and another run of them, just in case we run into any issues with the ones that we sowed today. You never know what's going to happen, you know. So just like I said, you never know what's going to happen. Ultimately, like I was saying about all the wildfires and all of that, it's just really concerning, you know, to notice all of these climate differences, you know, that are happening right in front of your eyes. You know, I'm living here and noticing how dry it's getting every single winter, and seeing all of these problems with fires that we see every single year, and you know, it just gets you really concerned. But hopefully that this year will be a really calm year when it comes to all of that. I'm really hoping for everybody that we don't have to deal with any real disasters. I mean, haven't we dealt with enough already over the last year or so? So, you know, let's just hope for the best, and especially the best for us and our gardens and growing our own food and all of that. So I'm really looking forward to being able to share this year with all of you. I'm hoping that you all follow along with me too, you know, and hope you really enjoyed this different type of vlog episode that we did today. Just a little bit different than what I do, so give this video a big thumbs up if you do, or let me know down in the comments section. And of course, give us a subscribe and hit the bell notification to be notified of upcoming episodes. And I'll see you on the next one. So alright everybody, welcome to a new... My timing's great. There's the garbage man again. I always start when they're driving around. I don't know why. You'd think I'd go out and look out for them and see if they're coming or not. Oh yeah, nothing like a light. Give a cat non-stop fun. It'll do.